From Hampshire, Franklin, Senator Comerford.
Thank you, Madam President. As the daughter and sister of public librarians, I rise in strong support of an act regarding free expression. As the senator representing one of the most book-loving, author-dense corridors in the Commonwealth, if not the whole nation, I extend heartfelt thanks to the senator from the Cape and Islands and the senator from Ludlow for their unwavering leadership on this legislation. Thanks as well to the chair of Ways and Means and his able team, and the Senate president and her able team for prioritizing this vital bill. In passing this legislation today, the Senate is upholding Massachusetts' literary culture, our belief in and support for public educators and librarians, and the right to freedom of expression. I'd like to join my colleagues who have spoken before me and thank the many advocates who have powered this bill forward. Amendment number 6 is simply meant to clarify the bill's intent. The amendment simply indicates that any challenge of a book must consider the entirety of the work, not just a word, a phrase, a page, a picture. One might think an amendment such as this would not be needed, because surely any serious challenge to a text should not be the stuff of incendiary cherry picking, but very sadly it often is. The debate today has already been full of disturbing data on book challenges and bans, nationally and in the Commonwealth, and the toll these have taken on educators, on librarians, and on the authors themselves. As I read the list of authors in my district who have been subject to book bans and challenges, I saw the people who created the stories my children delighted in most. These authors opened up the worlds that my son and my daughter lived in. They allowed them to enter stories that centered compassion, joy, equity, love. They do not deserve the ill-gotten conservative backlash that has come their way. In addition to being book-loving, my constituents also happen to be tremendous organizers. Led by Authors Against Book Bans, the Freedom to Read Coalition, and banned book authors like Newbery and Caldecott winner Grace Lynn, Lambda Literary Award winner for an LGBTQ young adult book, Mike Curito, and young adult author Jared Krasoska, my constituents have happily jammed my emails and my phones with their calls to action in support of this legislation. Let me pause here and offer, Madam President, a special shout out and thank you to author and illustrator Jared Krasoska, as he's here in the chamber today. The author of more than 40 books for young readers, including the National Book Award finalist Hey Kiddo, Jared is a major figure in the graphic novel scene, having authored the New York Times best-selling and beloved in my family, for sure, Lunch Lady series. Jared is a 2-time winner of the Children's Choice Award, an Eisner Award nominee, and a recent recipient of the Massachusetts Center for the Book's inaugural Graphic Novel Award for his moving and beautifully illustrated book, Sunshine. It was when Jarrett was in the State House to receive the Center for the Book's award, Jarrett called us all to push back against ongoing attacks on intellectual and artistic freedom by passing this bill. I am happily voting yes on this bill on Jarrett's behalf and on behalf of the authors, artists, students, educators, and librarians that I represent. Thank you so much, Madam President. I hope this amendment is adopted, and I hope this Senate gives the underlying legislation a unanimous passage. Our constituents deserve no less from us. Thank you, Madam President.
Question comes on adoption amendment. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, no. The ayes have it. The amendment is adopted.